doesn't fit and spits out a crimson-tinted clot. As she take me. I should move my arse while I can still carry it around. Jay has gained death rattle, a terminal throat illness that slowly exhausts its victim. Cannot be removed by regular means. Meat. The master ordered that you be let through. When you approach, a few augmetics spring to life inside the monster's bulk. The injector hisses, filling its blood with compounds that cause its veins to bulge and its muscles to swell and twitch spasmodically. I wish to pass. Wait, those people are the door. Oh my god. The master gave his permission. The Hulk subtly moves over. Okay, so Jay leveled up. Hang on a second. What do we got? 40, 50. Coercion is really high. Commerce is really high. Lore Imperium is really high. She's really high at all the things. Persuasion. Let's see. Archetype. Uno Heresy. Imperial World characters gain 10% crit chance against, but they lose all their Lore Xenos and Lore Warp. No, let's not do that. Cohesion. Alright, so her familiar is the Servo Skulls. Which don't fight, they just need to be in the battle. It's, let's see. She had lung cancer. They removed her lungs and replaced them with an implant, and the homunculus literally grew her old lungs and put the cancer back in. Now, this is kind of dumb crap that the Eldar does. Yeah. I think the craziest part of that was the whole, he popped her head off and kept it alive and then put it back on when he was done. Impure Force. While moving, the Servo Skull Swarm does 14 shock damage to each enemy it passes. I wonder... okay, when it says passes, does it mean, like, it has to, like, okay, here's the enemy, it has to move through them? Or it just needs to move by them? And second question, can it go, no, 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 and hit them a whole bunch? Like that cleric ability in Baldur's Gate 3 where you get the spirit storming around you and you just keep moving back and forth to hit them 40 times. Let's try it. Let's try it. Okay, hold on. Okay, she doesn't have her gear. Okay, it lied to me. The graphic was showing that she had her gear. She does not have her gear. Okay, the long last has longer range than the sniper rifle. Better than nothing. Alright. To the anatomical opera. Dark Elves are the best doctors. I wouldn't have expected that. I think the hard part is convincing the Dark Elves to do for you what you want them to do for you. And I think, I would guess that it all stems from this whole thing where they feed off others' pain. So the longer they can keep someone alive while torturing them, the more pain they can extract. Oh, I think I'm dying from the worm creature that's in my spine right now. Oh, the shadows. That's so good. They called him mini-armed earlier. Is this a tactical game? It is turn-based. So there definitely are tactics. Kunrag, Voigtvir, Theodora. Oh, we're seeing things. Janra, Stanrock.
They will see. Oh, yes, indeed. They
Cervantius, the Arch
will
Machinator.
see.
The creature in front of you is a patchwork of skins stuffed with darkness, corruption, and sharp objects. Staring at you with its scalpel eyes, it grumpily remarks, "Such a disobedient specimen, you're still not dead." An anomaly. Its foul, corrupt thoughts reach out to you, groping at your face. I need help. But I see you will soon become a very obedient specimen. Convulsive spasms, hysterical reactions. Come here. The creature pokes you in the chest, its triangular fingernail easily penetrating your own. Or your skin. A strange sound throbs at the edge of your awareness, a sound similar to your own scream. A grotesque spider-like figure looms over you. Its limbs wave frantically, chittering and clicking as they rip something apart, then stitch it back together. And you realize its canvas is your flesh. The Xenos' gaze is indifferent, and his low voice echoes through the room. The sample has been extracted. The specimen is alive, body and mind expected to function within normal parameters. Monkey. Examine the Xenos. There is something fundamentally wrong with the Xenos' silhouette and its twitchy, abrupt movements, and it sets your mind reeling in disgust. Each and every mechanical tool appendage seems designed to be as sickening and horrifying as possible. Are you Cervantius? You are absolutely correct, specimen. I am Cervantius, the Arch Machinator, homunculus and the conductor of this place that staggers the imagination and soul, my anatomical opera. What happened to me? The control worm in your nervous system detected my proximity. It signaled it was dying by injecting a lethal dose of hallucinogenic euphoriants into your bloodstream. A resourceful individual. That thing in my head is your pet? The Drakari holds up the pale maggot, the same one you saw in Marazai's hands. As you watch, the tool appendages perform a swift dissection. The maggot's flesh bursts under the scalpel-like claw and blossoms into a disgusting, slimy flower. The Xenos' slow manner of speaking creates an unnerving dissonance with the frantic movements of his limbs. I grew the specimen specifically for you, Monkey. During your interrogation, it intoxicated your feeble senses to limit unnecessary resistance. What a curious experiment it was. I usually extract control worms from specimens posthumously. You possess some degree of bodily fortitude. Your vile arts are nothing compared to the will of a servant of the Emperor. The Xenos lets out another nasty chuckle. Very well, specimen. When you are no longer useful, I will perform another test on you and prove it is not so. By the Emperor, I will make you pay for your profane experiments. Curious. Deceased cognitive function. He's like, how strange, you're stupid. Including the loss of basic survival instincts. An unexpected effect of brain intoxication in a lesser organism. The Arabenian urged me to pay attention to your allegedly extremely gifted self, specimen. Let us see if you make a good tool. Same as you, little moth. The Xenos points a mangled limb toward Yurliet. Unless, of course, the darkness of Kamarog burns you as fast as the others. Yurliet flinches. What does this mean, homunculus? Oh, yeah, so what's-his-name earlier said that she might meet more of her people here. Who knows, Asuryani, who knows? The Xenos makes a chuckling sound. What exactly does this Arbenian tell you about me? The Xenos lets out a strange sound that almost resembles a scoff. This information should not burden your underdeveloped mind. The Arabenian told me enough to give you the chance to enter my anatomical opera. That's all you need to know. And what do you want from me? You will return to the arena of the Fatal Thirst. You will kill a few of the witches' fosterlings for me. You might even spill the blood of one of the blood-stained proselytes. The homunculus looks past you as he delivers his imperious speech. They are long overdue a small lesson in humility. They have forgotten their place, they lack respect, they do not appreciate my work. They fail to recognize my authority. Still staring into the distance, he continues to list his grievances with maniacal thoroughness. The homunculus makes a snapping sound. Here come the Abyss and his fosterlings. The leader of the bloodstained proselytes has paid a visit to the anatomical opera. Take this opportunity to study them properly. They won't dare touch you here. I do not serve enemies of humanity, but I never turn down the opportunity to kill a few Xenos. The response is acceptable. If you behave like a good specimen, Monkey, you may eventually receive my help in escaping Kamarov. Jay coughs violently. Help from you? You think anyone will believe that after your foul experiments? Jay touches the scar on her neck and coughs again. The Fleshmaster is mad enough to help us escape in favor of his own unholy designs, but the price, Alantak, will be unfair and terrible. Obedience will be rewarded. Take your crude gear with you. I abhor such technological banality, but a creature as underdeveloped as you may find it of use. You hear one of the joints in Tervantius's arm click. Once you are finished with this, go and look at the ones who will be your executioners when the time comes for you to die. Remember, if you try to deceive me, you will suffer a fate worse than death. I didn't even know which fate specifically. The pale monkey, the one who could not stop prattling about your pitiful faith, was quite susceptible to my method. Is that Kizbella? Please equip it all automatically. Oh god, did they never change this? Wait! Did it do it automatically? His helmet's on. The sheer... Okay, let me explain real quick. One of the only cons I gave this game when I did a review of it after my first playthrough, which was right when the game came out, was this part right here. So you get stripped of your gear, and it doesn't put it back on automatically. And it took me like a half an hour to go through all my characters and get their gear back to what it was before out of the entire collection of gear I had. So I'm kind of hoping that they have adjusted that. The sheer primitiveness of your technologies. Go specimen. Deliver Tervantius' message of blood in the arena witches. To the arena witches. The homunculus gestures imperiously at the exit. I would like to speak with you about a member of my retinue who was delivered to you. Which specimen in particular interests you? My bodyguard Kibella. Do you have her? Female specimen. Negligible veil influence, primitive notions of death. I disproved her views on cessation of existence by ways of reanimation and uncomplicated manipulation of the mind. You may take your monkey servant, or however many of her are left in there. However many of her are left in there? I intended to dispose of them all the same. So she had notions of what happened after death, so he made her experience death and brought her back repeatedly to prove her wrong? And then cloned her a whole bunch? What? I'm looking for Heinrichs, my companion. The monkey male with a constant connection to the veil. Beautiful endurance for pain. His stubbornness produces high-grade essences of torment, positively frothing with agony. Wait until he is expended, and then you may have whatever's left. You tortured my tech priest Pascal. Why? Shireen, are you really still trying to find logic in this Ashmag's actions? I was curious to see what kind of symbiosis might emerge between rudimentary monkey augments and my own unflawed creations. Much like cartilage infused with steroids will swell a subject's feeble body, new computational circuits sprouted throughout his algorithms. I found the process enlightening. Those from my retinue deserve better than to be confined by you. Relinquish them. Tervantius gives you a look of confusion. Why would I, specimen? With a full escort, I would have better chances of succeeding in contributing to your plans. Then find yourself other fighters. The chasm has enough prisoners, mercenaries, and gladiators. My specimens are not yours to waste. I will not stand for you keeping my companion captive. Do not try my patience, Xenos. Cervantius hisses and jerks his fan of limbs fitted with sharp implements. Do not make demands of me, specimen, or I might decide that you are also in need of a collar. I will find a way to free them, no matter what you say. Once they have exhausted their utility, I will let you take the scraps. Hello, thank you. I have learned all I wanted. Do not waste my time, specimen. I'll take my leave. Hold a moment, off on your merry way are you? Well, good for you, but what about me and my ashy-damned problem? Jay points at the scar in her throat. I require your aid, homunculus. He arches an eyebrow. You forget yourself, specimen. Go and serve my will, and should I ever decide to show you favor, I will do so at a time of my choosing. My success benefits you. It is reasonable for you to help me. The homunculus waves you off in irritation. If you are unable to make yourself useful, I would rather wait for you to die and find myself a better tool. You should be worthy of my attention, not a drain on it. We made a deal. You promised you would provide help. Do not think of reneging on what you agreed upon. A deal, he hisses. You wretch! I do not make deals with the likes of you. I command you. And if you insult me by even insinuating that you and I are equals ever again, I will deprive you of the privilege of cohesive organic existence.
Guys, look at me! I'm so curvy!
Have you noticed a big difference playing as a heretic? Well, I'm playing as dogmatic right now, so I haven't done the heretic playthrough. Twice now you have taken advantage of my weakness. There shall not be a third time. Give me all that I demand of you, or live to regret it. The homunculus's rib cage opens wide, the skin around it tearing with a wet squelch. You catch a glimpse of his internal organs coated with a strange film and riddled with shapeless growths and mushroom-like tumors. Where one would expect to see a heart, you see instead a glistening, translucent mollusk that has attached itself to the Xenos' veins. The revolting thing lets out a groan, and a stream of caustic liquid burns your face. Blinded, you start thrashing as a horrible spasm seizes your throat and prevents you from breathing as your body convulses in pain. The light around you instantly fades. Did you just kill me? Come on, man. This game is not good for eating. The darkness is dispelled by a sliver of light, the glinting scalpel in Cervantius' hand. The homunculus offers you a crooked smile. I can keep tossing you from one side of death to the other for as long as I so desire, but I doubt that reanimating you again will be quite as amusing. I would suggest not incurring my displeasure. Choose your words when addressing your master, Monkey. What just happened? I made your body perish for a short time, and then I bade it function again. Such manipulations are trifles for one such as I. Even if you were to get hacked to pieces, I could bring them back to life. Although I would not waste my time on you, you're not worth the effort. If you dare touch me again, my retinue will see you dead. Oh, I doubt that. While you were floundering between life and death, your servants became very agitated. Several ridiculous threats were uttered before your lackeys realized that the life of their master was completely in my hands. So they are going to behave themselves, aren't they? The homunculus smiles mockingly at your companions. I am afraid I cannot resist the temptation of leaving a few more scars on your overblown sense of self-importance. I see that you are incorrigible, specimen. My expectations of you are higher than this. If you are incapable of following the simplest of commands, there is no reason to try to use you for something more important. I will find you a more practical application. One of his mechanical appendages bristles with a crown of barbed hooks that reaches for your face, then inside it. Okay. Well. I think I pushed it too far, chat. This is like when you, smack talk the goddess Not goddess. What's her name? The one lady in the not crypt. What is it called? In Baldur's Gate 3, there's the one goddess lady, and you smack talk her, and then she just goes, "I wish you to die," and it just says game over. Blackest. Thank you. Yeah. Yep, push her buttons too much. Alright, I'm gonna speed through the stuff we've already seen.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Oh, Helmsman Ravor's over there. Didn't see him. Oh, Mort? And then the other guys come in. I'm trying to click the same stuff. Looking for Heinrichs. Alright, so I don't know how to get Jay help within this conversation, and if you try to leave the conversation, she gets really mad. So I'm gonna say, I give you my word that we will fix everything once we return home. I put more stock in human technology than his services. With a look of disgust at Tervantius, Jay reluctantly says, perhaps you're right, Shireen. This butcher doesn't seem the type to wash his hands between procedures. You vividly remember lying on this table and watching mechanical pincers tear through your flesh. Okay, so... Alright, it partially put my gear back to normal. That's good. My shield is unequipped. That's the one I was using. And then whatever we had there is gone, and my boots are gone. I literally worked so hard to get my boots back, and it took them away again. Worm. Alright, what gadget did he have there? You can get him to do stuff for you if you ask him about his art and then pay him. Ask about his art? Okay. I want to get Cabela back first. That's not bad. Alright. Dog. It did not auto-equip the dog chip, so unfortunately there's not too many to look through. Wait, what? Is that it? Where's I dodge or raise attack? Wounds. Protect him, use multiple times per turn. Whenever the protect ally dodge or raise attack, it's such a wounds if I dash for 1 round last time. One of these had a stacking thing. The chip he had was like whenever he lands an attack from Protect or from the Assault thing, he would gain a stacking +1 to all buffs. And I'm not seeing it. Unless they patched it or something. Does he... Am I thinking about a talent instead? This is what I'm thinking of. Whenever it hits the apprehended enemy or an enemy adjacent to the protected ally, it gets +1 to key characteristics. Okay, that's the thing that was giving stacking buffs. Okay. Okay. Alright, so... and then this lets you use Protect multiple times per round. Okay, that was it. Alright, her. She's got her visor back on. She's got armor back on. She's got the flamethrower thing. She's got the good gun. Eldari chainsword, gloves. It didn't equip that back, whatever was there. Alright, so props to the devs for going back and trying to make it to where it equips your gear back. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. The wearer and their ally are immune to the wearer's grenades. Honestly, none of those really helps. Okay. Alright, trinket. Persuasion, psyker stuff. Toughness, better than nothing until I find something else. Alright. Pascal. It re-equipped that, and that. His weapons are good. Whatever was here and whatever was up here, it didn't put back. Enemies within the wearer's area of attack suffer -12% dodge. Allies in the areas... so he does have an AoE attack with a plasma gun, so that's something? The wearer can move without provoking attacks of opportunity. As long as they have less than half health.